Welcome to Tuesday Night Right. I am here with some friends. We are going to try and get things done. Um, I'm going to let everybody on screen say hi and introduce yourselves in case we have anybody new coming or somebody watching on the replay who might want to know who you are and where they can find you. We're going to start with Morgan and we will swing it around.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Morgan Lee. I'm an indie author of 2 books, the first 2 in a dark fantasy trilogy, with book 3 releasing this summer. What else? I am part of the Writer's Room with Barrett and Tiffany, and then also part of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast with Shannon and Ben Pick. That's me.
My name is Becca C. Smith, and I don't know why that's sounding weird now when I say that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just like you don't normally like introduce yourself to be like, "Hi, my name is Becca C. Smith." So just Becca. Well, I just came out with a book. I guess it's a week old now, and I just read your review, JC. Thank you so much. So good. And so I'm starting to get more reviews, which is really, really, really helpful, which is awesome. And yeah, that's basically been my life. Although I kind of feel like I'm in that like lull because I was all, trying to get the video, trying to get this, da, 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 da. And so today I was just doing schoolwork and it kind of felt weird to just have like one focus. So I'm kind of enjoying that though, because I think I was saying this, that I might actually try and finish my homework for the week tonight during the stream, because then I'll have the whole week to do other stuff that I want to do. So anyway, I just babbled. Sorry about that.
Well, we're here to chat.
I babble. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done.
Hi, I'm JC. I write books, I post videos, I stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that's all I got today.
Take it away, Tiff.
I thought that was me. Hi. Fiddlesticks, I hit the mute button right after I hit hello. Hi, I'm all discombobulated. Okay. Hi, I'm Tiffany, Tiara's Lifestyle on all the interwebs. Like Morgan said, I am part of the Writer's Room with her and Barrett, as well as Small Town World with Nia. I stream every other Thursday for PJs and Scribbles, except for this month where I streamed last Thursday and I'll stream this Thursday. And I too had a book that just came out last Tuesday along with Becca. We're release twins, and it completed my series for the Jewel Agency. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, please go do that.
Yay! Hi everyone, I'm Dee. I publish fun, steamy romances under the pen name Sky Winter. You can find me everywhere under Sky Winter Books. I publish YouTube videos every Tuesday right now, and more may be added, don't know. I will be releasing new books again in the summer, so look out for that. I also beta read and do book covers. That's me. Nia.
All right, and you're here on my channel. I do writing sprints every Tuesday, just like this. I'm also over on Twitch in the middle of the day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I do scripting the book. We're skipping this month so that we can watch Bridgerton. So in June, we'll be doing Bridgerton. I should have a couple of guests on with me, Ben and Natalie. So we look forward to that. And Writers React, I have to get used to calling it Writers React, will be probably the first weekend in July. It's touch and go because there's the 4th of July, but then we also have the AWC, which a lot of us are participating in. So we're going to figure out when we're going to do the next Writers React. So those are the things I do along with Small Town World, which I absolutely have such a good time doing with Tiffany. Yeah. So I guess I'm the one in control. So I get to, because I was going to sit back and wait for somebody to scroll through the comments. I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the mouse.
I mean, I did just
It's all
scroll
you.
through
It's
them.
all you. I actually did just scroll through on the side too.
Yeah, I was like, I did just scroll through them. I just can't telling things.
Yeah, you can't do this part. Hello, Bookinette. Good to see you. Jennifer is here. Hello, Regina. And saying hello to each other. Hi, Barrett. How are you? Hope everyone is doing well. Making dinner and lurking. Nice. Eva says hello. Good to see you, Eva. So many friends. Oh, more friends. Esther. Hey.
Oh, I love the shirt.
I love the shirt. I love the shirt. Hi, Sako. Good to see you. Everybody's saying hi to everybody, which is super cool. And Joanna's here coming in Joanne fashion saying hi to everybody. Tackle hugs. Love it. Oh, you guys are very cool. Okay. Can anybody say this?
More Becca tips.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that all of us combined?
Yes.
I was like, is that
I think we all got an F on that. I don't know.
I think Nia Moore Beck Sky. No, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Let me read it again. Put it up there again. Hold on. I was gonna give it a try. Nia Moore Beck Sky Tiffsy.
S for Esther.
But I think Esther wasn't here yet when she wrote that.
Yeah.
So I'm adding her on to the end.
Oh, nice. I'm writing in my book of mirrors. Nice. Hugs. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah. How are you, Becca C. Smith?
C. Smith.
Hello, Becca. See, you said something, so now you're gonna get it.
It's so
And
funny
Robert Vera Lori.
because I always think of like actors, you know, because they get that all the time when people see them in public because they really think of them as the whole name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, I was saying that a character actor on one of my favorite shows, he goes to my dentist. And so I was geeking out and I was like, I'm a real big fan of yours and whatever. And then he introduced himself. And so I was expecting him to say his last name too. So when he was like, oh, he's like, I'm Tim. And I'm like, I know, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just so funny when you think about it like that. Cause we do always refer to them as their full name.
Yeah. It is kind of weird now because you just don't do that normally.
Not at all.
They're so funny. Oh, look, the Seedlings trilogy. Thank you for that. I would be putting the homework off while I enjoy other stuff for a few days. Yeah.
I just want to
Get it out of the way. It'll be done. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Nailed it, just Jennifer is also saying hi to everybody. Oh, hello. So many hi. Colorado is lovely. Yes, all the friends are releasing books. I love it. It is so cool. So cool. Speaking of cool gamers here. Hey. I don't fit in the carry-on. I already tried. Everybody wants to go to Colorado, Tiff. Esther.
Come on, have fun.
I know. I wish. Oh, F for fantastic. Thank you, Eva, for giving us a vote of confidence.
Oh.
Yes. Hello, Alice. How are you? All right, we're going to let Esther introduce herself while I pull up the timer so that we can get started and get some work done. I'm anxious to get some writing done. Esther.
Hello. I'm Esther Marie Andujar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. It's been a while since I have to done that intro. I sometimes make videos on YouTube when I remember. I stream both some days at 3 p.m. Eastern time And yeah, that's it. Cannot promote books. They're under a pen name.
Same. I'm like, well, I guess you could get The Art of Witchcraft, but the other ones, under pen name. All right. We need to get started on some work. What's everybody working on tonight? And if you guys want to let us know in the chat what you're working on, you can. You want to swing it around or snake it around, I guess, now. What are you guys working on?
I'm working on editing. Not mine, somebody else's.
No. I'm just working on homework.
I have no idea what I'm working on.
I think I'm writing, but I also still have a couple more admin things to do for the day, so I don't know which one's going to end up taking precedent.
I'm replanning a story.
Ooh.
That's so fun.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Is it the one that I'm thinking that it is?
Probably, yeah. New requirements.
Oh, that one maybe not fun. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Esther?
Wait, more new requirements?
Oh,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
tell you later.
Okay. Okay.
I'm deciding either if I'm gonna draft an episode for Marina or I'm gonna draft some second epilogues for depending, or if I'm gonna start applying my self revisions to the holiday release. I don't know. One of those three.
Yeah, I'm either going to be editing or I might write something new. I don't know. I probably should edit, but I'm done doing admin for the day. I don't want to do any more admin stuff. I've been in admin nightmare all day, so I'm like my eyeballs and my mind just want to do something fun, and anything is more fun than that. So even editing. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Let's see. Jessica, hi. I'm not going to write this time because I have done so much writing and need a break, but knitting.
Ooh.
That's so nice. I will knit and read. I would like to do that. I'm going to read some picture books at first and creating notes for my weekly wrap-up video. Nice. Picture books, cool. All right, guys. You know, I pulled up the timer, but I didn't share it, so I've got to pull it the rest of the way. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. There we go. Yes. Right? Did I do it? I don't see it. Okay. Oh, no, it's up here. Okay, so when there's a lot of people, everything gets shoved down. So I was waiting for it to pop up down, and it doesn't. It pops up. It's a StreamYard thing. It's beside me. It's right there where it's supposed to be. So we're gonna get started. It's good. Everything's fine. We lost a couple seconds, though. Do we need those seconds back, JC?
No.
JC said yes. I knew she was going to say yes. I would always be like, Becca, we're good. Every second. I knew I was going to see that nod. All right, friends, if you're ready, we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. And I'm clicking on the right timer. I love it. All right, everybody, welcome back. That is the end of our first sprint. How did you guys do on that sprint? I got my document out. I literally just oh no, I have my stream open somewhere. Hang on. There we go. Woo! I'm like, I opened it somewhere where this time I only had like 10 tabs open, so it wasn't that bad. But I wanted to have it I wanted to have it where I could see it, so if I got distracted, I would see it, but then the sound was on, so that was cool. It worked out either way. How did you guys do?
I edited about a chapter.
Nice. Oh, Beck, you're muted.
I brought the camera back, but not the mute back. Like, I got this. I realized I hadn't posted my TikToks today.
Oh.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm almost finished with the last one right now. So but then I can do school for the next 2 sprints. So
what did I do? I got halfway in my pajamas, the bottom half, obviously. I went and got my coffee. Yes, I'm just now drinking my coffee. And I started playing a game because that's what I needed right now.
Were you watching the news or something?
No, it's just grocery day.
Watch it.
Grocery store. Oh, crap.
How'd you do, Tiff?
Okay, hold up now. I have to go check the news. Excuse me.
Don't do it.
I finished sending my newsletter and then got caught up watching this video and watched that for the whole time.
I remembered I was stuck planning, and then I remembered I have a story that I may be able to tweak to meet the requirements if I can figure it out. So that's what I did that sprint. I may have to hop off in our next sprint, so hopefully I can get something else done before I go. But we'll see. We'll see.
I decided to do revisions on the holiday romance, and I'm on page 5 of let's not say how many. I don't want to focus on how big this book is. Like, no. We're just gonna enjoy making the revisions and adding the pizzazz to it, and
Right.
forget about the pages.
You did 5 whole pages. Look at you.
It was like 4.5. I'm still on page 5. But,
We're rounding
yeah.
up. We're rounding up.
Yeah.
So I opened up my document, and the story that I'm going to start as a series, I tried to move it into Google Docs, and it is too long for a document. So I had to break the story into 3 parts.
oh.
I'm like, well, I literally could do nothing else and just put out this story for the next, I don't know, maybe 3 years. So long.
I was like, wait, how long is it?
Sorry, what?
Divided in 3 parts.
Let me. Oh,
how many years did you just
I
say?
moved off of that tab. Hang on. Let me move back onto that tab.
What's the maximum word count for Google Docs?
I don't know, but this meet that max because it wouldn't even save it. Like it said, you can't save it. It's like remove it or do something, but we can't save it. And I was like, oh.
See, now
okay.
I'm curious.
Let's see. Da.
Oh, it has a character limit. It doesn't have a word count limit, but it has a character limit of 1.02 million. How many words give you 1.02?
How many words?
Characters?
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many words?
1.2 million?
Let's break this down. Let's go to the word count in tools. Oh wait, no, I have it in more parts. I have it in 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Okay, hold on. It probably put it in more. I probably put it in more parts than I needed to, just to make sure that it would fit. But let's see. Word count. Display word count. Okay. So this part has 42,540 words.
There's 3 of them. I'm sorry, what?
And technically, there's 3 of them around 30 to 40K.
This is your shorts? Your short?
No, this is. I'm gonna.
Wow.
It's a novel that I wrote, but it's
okay.
It could be a 3-part novel because it's told in 3 sections. But I just went, and when I wrote it, I just.
Is this an epic fantasy novel?
Sure, you could call it that.
Sure, not sure.
She didn't sound sure, but okay.
Mia can make epic anything.
It's epic.
I agree with this.
Like,
Let me
I
see what part of-
feel like Mia could do an epic contemporary and no problem.
Oh, come on, open up. It's like, whoa, we're struggling on the opening. Okay, that's fine. It opens, so we're gonna go to tools.
Laura said epic romanticy.
Yeah.
Not even Google wants you to serialize that.
Yeah, Google Docs is really like, you can break this down some more, please, because we're struggling. Oh, this last part is really struggling. Okay, come on. I mean, it's popped up. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is why the last part's struggling. So this part, the last part, because I got tired of breaking it up, is 106,183 words.
Morgan, she giving you a run for your money.
So you're telling me that this entire story could be
That's
200
one part.
or close?
That's 2 of the parts. Yeah, that's 2 of the parts. There's 2 more parts, but I think the first 2 are smaller. But then I got tired. I got tired of breaking it up, so I was like, we're gonna do bigger chunks now.
Interesting.
Wow.
Very.
Let me see.
I'm already like fatigued if my book reaches 90K. I'm like, I can't.
Oh, you don't want to see my name. I forgot how long mine is.
At least writing wise, I don't have a problem reading wise, but writing wise,
Oh, okay.
it's like,
Okay.
why I have not finished this book? I want to get it done. I want to be on the other side.
Yeah. So the second part that I broke it into is 65,558 words. So that last part is the longest one, but I was like, I'm not breaking this up again. We're gonna hopefully Google Docs will let it go.
So it's a total of 165.
So
yes, the first part is 40 something.
I missed the 40. Okay.
And then the third part is 100.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one more part.
You did in the 200,000.
Yeah, let me see how much the last part I have is. The actual last part was the really, really long one, but there's one more section.
Why did we abandon this novel again?
Huh?
Why did we abandon this novel?
Because I wrote it and then I went and I registered it in the Library of Congress because I thought one day I'll do something with this story. And that one day is today.
Okay.
So now I was like, oh man, I don't know what I saw, but I saw something and it just made me think of it. And I was like, oh, I really missed that story. And I was like, I wonder what I could do with it. And that's when I was like, haha.
So much.
I think we're ready to revisit this story. I have
Is this the one you're gonna serialize?
Yeah, I'm gonna serialize this one. I'm gonna rewrite it because I'm probably gonna tie it into my small town. Because one of the characters comes from a small town. So now that I actually have built a world that's a small town, I'm like, she could literally just come from that small town. so I could tie her in. I could make her one of the friends that we were reading about in another story. So
Nice.
yeah, and I'm like, this is already written, and it can like literally just kind of keep my audience patient while I work on my other 90 million. Yeah, see, this part was only 55,700 words.
She said only. I mean, I love long books. Don't get me here. I write long books. I love reading them. So, hey, I was just stunned at the number. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. So as I read it, I'm going to go through and make sure it still makes sense. Because to me now, I'm like, why would I write something this long? But it's not like I sat down at one point in time and wrote it. It's just something I would sit down and I'd add a little scene to it. That's why it's broken up to where it can be written like a serial, because it's literally like one chapter has like some more written episodic. I don't know why I wrote that way, but like something that could just go on and on and on. Like even the end of it could literally, if I wanted to keep writing, I could keep adding on. But at that point, I was just like, we need to stop writing this and write something else. So yeah.
Jen has a question.
Huh?
Jen has a question.
Okay.
In the chat. She said, is online dating a trope?
I think it is now. It's becoming a trope. Because I've seen a couple of them, and they're really cute. I like them. Also, really quick, we had Tessa came in and said hi. We also had Laura. Oh, I'm sorry. Laura came in, and somebody else came in.
He's just saying hi.
Anna came in, but I can't find your comment. Anna, hi, Anna. All right. And Jessica Berry, did we say hi to you, Jessica? Hi. I think we did.
Hi, Loki.
I'm distracted by Loki.
Loki is like, you will acknowledge me, mother.
Right?
Oh, just described as online dating. I am writing that for my client next. Oh, very cool.
Anna.
And yes, there's Anna with the hi friends.
Well, my question is like, are they like long distance online dating, or they just met online like a Tinder, Hinge, Bubble kind of situation? Because when you get into the conversation of online dating, there's a clarification like online how.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down. You could definitely do I didn't know who you were. I like those a lot. Where
you see a lot of those.
Oh, you mean where you discover you actually really know the person? Or wait, maybe
I've read one where she was actually dating her boss and didn't know.
Dating the
pictures there. That had to be interesting.
Dating your rival, something like that. Dating your best friend that you're like, we're never gonna date, but you both are secretly going online.
Right? What if I'm not
so Jen, what Nia said, that specific kind of like use of language for trope will be the best if that's how it's gonna go for the characters.
What if you combine secret admirer and online dating? Like your secret admirer makes a fake profile because he thinks you won't date him. He thinks you won't date him, so he wants to get you to fall in love with him first, and then when you meet him, you realize you actually know him. But
that might move into a bit stalkerish.
Okay.
Weird. I mean, it could be.
I'm sorry. Y'all forget. I'm dark.
That's where I go.
Y'all remember I'm dark.
But that is
what?
I'm dark.
That is done, but that's probably the dark.
I mean,
you
probably have to market it as taboo, but
yeah, that would definitely be
romantic.
I swear
that's manipulation.
Yeah, exactly. I swear there was like a Reddit story or something like that.
See, it would be unless they were both catfishing.
Wanted someone, so he manipulated his way into this woman's life, and she found out like 5 years later after they were already married and had a kid. And it's like, no. But I'm sure someone will like that as a dark romance or on the darker side. I am positive
Yeah.
it would probably be like somebody's like, yeah, I mean, they loved you,
It's out.
so
It is out there. I'm sure it's out there. It's,
Right.
to
but
me,
yeah.
it gives me the creeps, and that's why I don't
Same.
really need dark
It is
romance.
creepy, which is kind of why I like it for a story, not in real life. But remember, I like dark stuff. Sorry.
This is true. I mean, I could totally see it. It's the guy who just, he met this girl and he thinks she's great, but he's like, I don't know why she doesn't think I'm
Do you
great.
know the
So what
easier
I'm
way
gonna
to go
do is
Add
around
in a,
that?
add, look,
manipulate
add in
my
a,
way into her
add in a,
life.
de-
and make
add
her
in a,
think,
look, add in a dead body, and I'm sold. Let me stop.
See,
I'm just,
to go
yeah,
around
all
that,
of,
you
all
can
of
make
her
it be
Tinder
the
dates,
woman.
like yes,
Make
definitely.
it be the
So
woman
all of
that's
her Tinder
catfishing.
dates end up dead. So every time she
Oh
swipes
wow.
right on somebody, they end up disappearing until she lands on him.
You rewriting the Twinder the
But then he's got to
what's it
kind of
called?
pretend like
Twindler?
someone came after him. He's like,
Tinder.
I don't know what was going on, but someone was following me. And she's like, oh no, my last 3 dates have ended up in the river or something. I'm glad you're safe. And maybe that will endear her to him more. And he's like, yes.
no, Jen, I do not think having a stalker is fun. But reading, like in real life,
Right?
no, but we're talking fiction. And, I always say something about there has to be a murder. I don't want to see someone get murdered in real life every day. Like, that's not something I really want to see.
I watch
Just
a lot of
in a book.
obsession stuff.
In
I
a
don't
book.
want people being obsessed with me, but it's entertaining.
I'm not gonna tell you how
Watch.
YouTube had me fall down a
Yours.
rabbit hole the other week of Why Women Kill. It was showing snippets of the Why Women Kill episodes, and I was like,
There's a
what's
show called
this?
Why Men Kill.
Why
Why
Women Kill.
There's one called
Yeah.
Snap. They're very interesting.
And this one, in the clip that I watched, she was talking about she thought that her neighbor was getting abused by her. Okay, really? She thought that her neighbor was getting abused by her husband, but she just walked away and she didn't say anything. And the lady she was talking to, she was like, I hate when people don't say anything. Like, but the way she said it was really creepy. I was like, okay.
She's like, been there, done that. I didn't like it. Same. I'm like, not for me. Maybe YouTube is trying to give you a story idea. Also, you're with. Oh, it's not on Storygraph. Do I need to
You
do
can
something?
edit Dolores. If you want to leave a review on there, you can create a book.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to go over to create an author page, or I'm not sure if it's
Well,
not.
sorry, Ralph.
readers.
For readers, or is it for
I don't
the
use
writers?
store. I don't
It's
use
for
Storygraph.
readers, but readers
Okay.
can create a book. Like I've created books for Desiree books because I wanted to review them there and it wasn't there, so I just did it for my own purposes.
Okay. Gotcha. But also, I think that this is a perfect one to do because they know each other, but they maybe don't even realize that they like each other. Or maybe they had a crush on each other when they were younger. But then they thought, oh no, nothing's going to come of it. So then they get older and they just have never thought about it again. But then they do the online dating and then maybe they find out, but the brother is like not cool with it, or who knows? Maybe the brother has secretly been like, what's taking you two so long? Who knows? Who knows? You can have a lot of fun with that one. I like it. I like it a lot. And it seems like a good time. All right, guys. Speaking of a good time, would it be a good time to get some more work done? See how I did that?
Or to actually get some work done in my case.
Or to actually get some
I
work.
guess.
Yeah.
I have 22 more minutes with y'all. I'd love to get some more work done before I go.
All right.
Oh,
We're gonna
damn,
keep-
Laura, hold on. Laura, second chance. But between the first and second chances, she killed someone and framed him.
No, oh my.
Wow.
That's not coming.
Okay.
You can't come back from
Good.
it, Laura.
No, you can't come back from that.
Wow. Thriller romance. Murder mystery romance. Okay.
Not with her framing him, though. Like, that ain't love.
Right?
Second or first chance, that ain't love.
I mean, sometimes someone is going to be forever with the other one, but is it happily?
What if she killed someone in between then and then he helps her frame someone else? Then
Yeah.
they'll get together while trying to frame someone else.
Huh.
Hmm.
Still not writing it or reading it, but hey, it could work that way.
Yeah.
Someone would love that. All right.
Yeah.
Getting the timer.
Jessica said it's only a little toxic. It's only a little toxic.
Little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Not maybe not what you're looking for, but somebody might be looking for it. I spelled that correctly. We know what you meant,
Me.
Dolores.
And it said me. I'm someone.
Me, I'm someone. That's why we love you, Anna. I know
We
it
knew it
was
was
her
her.
framing him, but needed to go to jail to talk to.
Wait, what? Hold on.
She framed him so he
Hold
could
up.
go talk to
The
his
plot
boss.
thickens. The plot thickens. Hold on.
We're writing a whole story here on
Twist?
the stream.
He asked her to frame him.
Yeah.
So that, okay.
Oh, this
Okay.
is getting interesting. This is getting interesting. Wait.
Yes, I will not mind if you guys keep this going while we're
Yes,
sprinting
yes,
because I
yes.
need to know
What
how this
happens?
turns out.
Yes, between
Oh,
Anna
she
and Laura.
hates
How is
herself.
it gonna
Okay.
turn out,
Okay.
Anna and Laura? She
Okay.
hates herself.
Y'all may fully continue on and we will check back in.
Oh,
See
damn,
how
now
this
I'm not gonna
ends.
get anything done now. Like, wait, I want to know how this
No,
turns out.
don't read it while you're working. Wait, let them do their thing. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. All right, friends, welcome back. That is the end of our second sprint. How did you guys do? I got a graphic uploaded, and I'm working on editing the introduction for the story, fixing all the names, trying to find out what character from my small town I'm going to use, because I've already got some friend groups kind of planned. So I'm trying to figure out who's going to be what to take over the characters that I had originally written to make the story flow over a little bit. So yeah, just a little tinkering work. How'd you guys do?
I ate dinner and I finished editing the part that I needed to edit for today to finish on time. So,
I worked on homework and I actually got a big chunk done. I might be at least done with the rough draft by the end of the next sprint.
Nice. I was doing some beta reading of some chapters.
I finished the video that I was watching, made something to eat, and now I'm eating it.
I revised, I think, 5 more pages. Yeah.
I wrote the story.
Yay!
Yeah. It's a flash fiction.
Oh, nice.
I love it. All right, let's really quick, and then I wanna hear what actually happens. Tessa had to take her meds. Also, Eva. Hello, Eva. Hi. Da, 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 da. Oh, there was so much. Oh, yeah, there was a little bit of conversation that happened right before we came back. Also, Desiree left, so we hope that she was able to get some things done before she had to run. Meds taken, read a chapter and a half, and ate some food. That's always good. Sounds more like more than it was, I think. And I ate dinner and finished a picture book. Nice. Oh, you had fried breads?
Nice.
Nice. You're all doing so great in these sprints. And Tessa says hi.
The picture book is called Fry Breads.
What's that?
I think the picture book.
Oh, the picture book is Fry Breads. Oh, because putting it together, I ate dinner and finished picture book Fry Breads. So I'm like, are we eating Fry Breads? Or is the book called Fry Breads? You can let us know. And I think Laura has something for us. We get to find out what's going on. Okay, there's so much I want to know. I don't know if I'm going to get all the answers in the flash, but I'm like, who was murdered? Why were they murdered? Was the brother involved? I want to know all of these things. And do they get a happily ever after? Or does he end up staying in jail? I need to know all these. So I'm here for some answers. Or are we going to be left hanging? Let us know.
I'm sharing the screen.
All right. Ta-da.
So it doesn't have a real title yet.
Okay, and let me pop everybody up to the side. Oh, did I do it? What did I do? Nope. Nobody went up to the side. This is not going to be right. Nope, I knew it. Ah, darn you. Why don't you show me what I want to see? There we go. It truncates it so small that it won't let you navigate. I'm like, darn you, StreamYard. All right. Can everybody see?
Alrighty. She kissed him behind the tree on the playground. Anthony Sullivan. He was the best looking guy in the 7th grade. Dark hair all stuck up in the front and teeth already fixed by braces. I love you, he said, handing her a slightly wilted flower he had picked from the bush along the edge of the middle school. Be mine, Mary Shepherd. His eyes had only stayed on her for a week before they roamed to Annabeth Kingsley. It took Mary years to forgive him, if she ever really did. Mary, can you hear me? His voice was ragged, but she'd recognize it anywhere. Anthony. She nearly dropped her phone in surprise. Yes? She breathed into the receiver. His voice unleashed a torrent of unexpected butterflies. I need a favor. The news blared on the TV in the corner of her bedroom. Oh, I need to change that. The room. Sensational proposal of the decade. Mary Shepard, formerly a suspect in the Annabeth killing, has asked the actual culprit, Anthony Kingsley, to marry her on the day he gets out of jail. The ceremony is said to be a private affair, a courthouse gathering with no friends or relatives. Mary shut the annoying story off, straightened her white dress with a gloved hand. Her grandmother's lace gown was the perfect fit. Without a backwards glance, she exited the dressing room and approached the officiator of the wedding, a non-denominational, non-binary pastor. Did I say that? Non-binary pastor. She had looked up on the web. Rain Kennedy. To their left was Anthony in a tuxedo she'd rented for him and brought over. Jail had not been kind to him. While his teeth were still perfect, his cheeks were hollower than she'd ever seen. But there was a passion in his eyes that set her nerves on fire. He hadn't looked at her that way while in the slammer, but now that his plan was realized, she supposed he could hope and have a mind for more than just plans revolving around his brother and the treasure he'd buried. Pupils dilated and roved up and down her form, drinking in every pearl button and hint of skin revealed through the open weave of the lace. The ceremony was quick, documents signed and dated. Mary smiled as Anthony ushered her into a taxi, hands already starting to roam up her dress. His tie was loose, jacket unbuttoned. I can now properly thank you for framing me, Mary Kingsley, he murmured against her neck, for allowing me to talk to my brother in that hellhole. His lips kissed up the column of her throat, for killing that bitch who was getting in my way. His hand roved up the skirt of her dress. I really should edit. Fingertips raising tingles in their wake, for promising to be mine as payment for my time served. My senses soared as he continued to row higher and lower. He didn't need to know I fell back in love with him over that fateful phone call, with every word of his bloody plot that dripped from his lips, that my insides had been gnawing with self-loathing and excitement every day since he had spent in that prison, that my promise to be his once again was totally consensual, that I wished with all my being it would last longer than a week this time, longer than it took to dig up the goods, till death did us part, or else.
Oh my God, Lord.
I shifted from third to first.
Okay.
Wow.
That is so good. So many questions answered.
I actually really love how you started it with the whole playground. I was like, wait, where's it going?
How dare he turn his eyes on somebody else?
Right?
Ah, boys.
Masterful.
So good. Thank you
That's
for
what
that.
I did that
Laura.
sprint.
Yes, that was great. That was great. We get some evil lore. Mary Shepard is a dead end on the family tree. Darn it. I don't know who she is, but darn it. Oh, that's for you, Laura. Love it. Hands clapping.
Yes.
Kill Bill vibes. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Let's see. How long have we been chit-chatting? Not too bad. We have 30 minutes that we need to get done, so I'm going to take this timer down to 30.
It's only like 570 words.
That's not bad. That's really good. Wow. Can you believe she did that in a sprint? Talented.
Right?
The woman is talented.
Yeah, I can believe that from Laura.
Yeah, exactly.
If you ask me, I need the entire day. Laura needs to do 40 to a 60-minute long sprint. That's it.
I need time to think about it, ruminate on it, wonder what they look like, wonder where they live.
Build the town they live in.
Probably that'd be fun. I would like to do that. At least their neighborhood and their houses. You know, did they live across the street?
What the playground looked like.
Yes. Where'd that other girl live? Did she ever get what's coming to her for taking his eyes off of?
Well, she's the one that got killed.
Yeah. But she won't know that when she's a kid.
Right.
Yeah, so she's been plotting this for a long time. Yeah. I like it. Oh, so much fun. Okay, guys. Let's take this timer down. Let's do our last 30 minutes so we can get some more things done. Whoop, whoop. I cheated JC. There we go. If you guys are ready, happy sprinting, friends. Look, I even gave JC a couple seconds.
So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. That is the end of our third sprint. Okay. We finished this one little thing.
Woohoo!
All right. Woohoo! Indeed. How did you guys do? I got some editing done, but also my eyes got really I don't know if they got heavy or tired or sleepy. So I'm like, oh no.
All of the above? Maybe.
Yeah, they feel heavy and I feel like I'm getting sleepy. And I'm like,
Esther done let her hair down.
No.
It's all
It looks good.
Yeah.
It has been down, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna put them over my hair. Cannot even bother.
Anna went into the office, so I hope she has a great day. It is the start of the day over there. Tessa said I can hear you now. Finished a volume of a manga, nice book in it, and read another chapter, so not keeping track. That's fine. How did you guys on screen do?
I got sleepy, so I'm laying down now.
Okay, so it wasn't just
And
me.
I read some of my middle grade just for fun.
Aww.
I am almost finished with the rough draft, so I feel like that's a win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I too was a part of the sleepy club, and I went to go stretch across the bed. Literally, when I sat back down, the thing was at 1 second, and I was like, "Oh, okay, good, I made it in time."
What did you do?
I started working on the scene that I wanted to finish, and got a little over 700.
Ooh.
Nice, very nice.
Excellent.
Nice. I'm also in the club of exhausted, and I want to go to sleep for forever. Not forever, but for a while. So that,
Yes, please,
and
not forever.
I also my eyes were starting to hurt, so I went in my room and lay there, be like, I don't want to look at screen. Came back 4 minutes before, and I was just here like this. I don't want to look at screen.
Literally, I had to turn the camera back on so I would stop going like this. Doing this. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put on my glasses and turn the camera on so I can't do that anymore. Or everyone's going to see me do it.
Put the headphones over my hair because it was just a couple of seconds, and I'm like, I guess.
Aren't we all something?
Poor time.
Becca and Laura are probably it's so early for us, though.
I know. Although I'm always tired, so I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of sleepy too. Now that you say something.
I ate a plate full of sweet potato fries. They were so good.
Ooh,
My sister made them by hand, and then they're slightly caramelized, and I wrote 2 different versions of my pitch of my middle grade for StokerCon to give to the agent. So you have to summarize your book in a sentence. So I have 2 different versions. One with alluding to the spoiler, and one with the spoiler of what the monster is. So I'm like, I don't know which one to use.
Gotta pitch them both to people and tell them which one they like, but ask them which one they like better. Or you could go to the agent. I don't know if they let you do this and say, you want the spoiler version or the non-spoiler version?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I read you guys both versions after the comments?
Yes, for sure. Got through chapters 5 through 11 of the beta reader feedback. Also asked other beta readers about the age Xavier and Lydia sound. Some of my beta readers said they sound like they're in their early 20s, which is closer because they're 18, 19, and you're worried that that they sounded too young. So you're probably right about where you probably need to be. Mm-hmm. So I'll have to wait for other beta readers to read the book and get their opinions. All right, Joanne, you're going to get it. You'll get there. Don't sweat it. We were talking before about I was talking with Becca about the age of the characters' sound, because sometimes people don't realize that not everybody sounds like them or like what they think someone that age sounds like. Because when my kids were teenagers to early 20s, I'm like, I just had the age range that Joanne's writing right now. I'm like, they don't sound different really from how they sounded, especially the ones that are in their early 20s now. They don't really sound different. They use the same, like, just the same jargons and the trendy words. They all use them. And so what's the difference between one that's 17 versus maybe the 25-year-old,
Yeah.
They all say JK, or they say something that's they're making a point and they go period. They all say it, and they're a big age gap, and their friends do the same thing. So sometimes I don't know if it's what they're talking about that someone might feel like, well, they're talking about baking, so maybe they sound too young. But then you said how the other one said, oh no, they sound like they're 20, because it's just some of these things are really just opinions,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it also depends on the context of the conversations they're having, and then like how they respond to things, like how a teenager would respond versus how like a 20.
How over emotional they are.
Yeah, like
That's the thing though that bugs
That's
me.
what they consume.
They're like people like because some people would say like, or like with my beta version of the Dream Guy, it was people in their 20s reading it, and so they were like, it sounds really young, and I was like, okay, what specifically sounds young?
Right.
And they're like, well, the way that she's thinking, the way that things, and I'm like, you do understand that I am 51 years old, and that is how I think, and that's the character. So it's like what someone thinks like in their 20s, what a 50-year-old thinks like they think it's going to change, I think, in some ways. Well, I'm going to be more mature. I'm going to have like so much more insight into life and be like,
no, I never say like, and I never say really like slangy type of words. No, I still say them.
People do. Yeah, it doesn't change just because you age. And so
sometimes the thought processes don't even change, because I'm to some degree maybe they do, but teenage, like your life's in danger and you're still thinking, oh my gosh, that guy who's saving me is totally hot. Okay.
Right. That one. I get that.
That is definitely different. But how we think about food or like cooking, I can tell you my oldest son probably feels the same way about cooking as I do. He's a guy in his mid-20s. I'm a woman who's in my late 40s.
Right.
But you get us talking about food and we sound very similar.
It's the same. Yeah. So it's interesting because I think there's just, it's like, I mean, my grandma used to say that too when she was like, in her 80s, and she, she's like, I look in the mirror and it scares me because my brain is still in my 20s, and so it doesn't match. Like, and I remember thinking, what, like not even understanding, because when she was telling me this, I was in my 20s and I was just like,
like,
okay, grandma,
like, no, you're so old. That's what we think.
Yeah, and when you get older, it's true. It's like you go, oh, everything's still the same in here.
Yeah.
But outside is changing. So it's interesting.
Yeah, we know more things from life experience, but are we talking about that? Like when we're talking about something, or your characters are talking about something in the book, are they talking about something from that life experience? I think we chatted with Joanne a little bit in the other live stream about how over the last 10 years, these writers who've been trying to write new adult, and there's no real market
Right.
to put out new adult. So you have things like Sarah J. Maas's books, and you have Lee Bardugo's books, where they're writing very young characters, 16, 17, 18, that have gone through things that most 40 and 50-year-olds haven't gone through.
Yeah.
And so those characters sound really mature for the age that they are. And the writers are like, well, this is not really a YA book, but there just isn't another place to put it, because technically it would be considered new adult. But once you put it out in a bookstore, there is no place for that. So a lot of times they would get marketed as YA. So now there's people who think, is that what YA sounds like? But then you pick up the next YA book and it's literally, I'm about to die and Hayden is so gorgeous. Oh my God, he touched my hand. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I do that. No.
And the other problem is that, especially in media, doesn't matter if it's books or movies or TVs, it's like they think the only coming of age stories are for teens and above teens. And I'm like, there's plenty of times in human life where you're going to have a coming of age sort of situation. It might be a second win, a third win. Some people don't have middle life crisis. They just have another coming of age because that's part of growing.
Yeah.
Like YA coming of age is kind of like growing up, and more like realizing that you have to grow up. Like there's no way to go back.
As hard as we
And then
want
for
to.
adults, and then for adults is like, oh God, I'm the adult, and there's not an adult to your adult to rely on.
Yeah.
And I think there's no space in like categories and to make that. I think that's because a lot of like new adult read like, oh, this is a coming of age story of someone who's like, oh, you're the adult.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and Regina was dropping some really good advice in there. I'll read a couple of those.
As she always does.
She really does. Just write them the way you imagine them. Maybe you wanted them to sound like mature teens, and now I will go and take my own advice. Yes. And she said, because they are so young, my female main characters are in the 20-year-old ballpark, and they went to college and they read, so they sound intelligent, but emotionally they are still young and make mistakes. So this is all very, very true. And mistakes are made. Remember that conviction about how valid your feelings are at that age. Yeah, and no one else has ever felt the same way you do. Just flow with the teenage hormones. Yeah. I think the teenage hormone part of it is probably the biggest difference. Those hormones calm down, that where you're like, oh my gosh, she rolled her eyes at me. She hates me now. She's never going to be my best friend again. My life is over. That part, yeah. If your characters are doing that, I'm not saying that older characters can't do that, because some of us have seen people in their 20s and 30s who still act that way. So is that their character that they still react like an emotional teenager? And that could be, something that you say, that she actually reacts like an emotional teenager, and then everybody gets
it's
that
worded,
in their head.
but it's still worded a little bit different, because when an adult still goes through emotions in a teenage kind of like way, they're not immediately jumping to it. They're like, is she mad at me? She's mad at me. Oh, she's like they question it and immediately jump to it. And a teenager just jumps to it.
Yes.
They don't question it. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. She hates me because she rolled her eyes. She must have been rolling her eyes at me. Now everybody in school is going to hate me forever, and my life is over. That's just the conclusion that they come to from one little thing. You know what I mean? So there is that level of it. But if it's just the words that they use, maybe those are the words that they use, and that might be okay. But you're getting the range, and I feel like if you're getting someone who's saying that they sound 16 or 17, then you get someone else who's saying that they're 20. Your characters are 18, so maybe it's balancing it out, and it could be the experience that each reader has had with people that age. That they sound a little mature, and someone else will be like, nope, they sound very young.
And also, when we talk about beta reader feedback, just remember you cannot please every single person.
Yeah. Never gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is your story, and you should tell it the way that you intended for it to do. Like there's a point that you need to stop sort of like catering to every beta reader, because again, then the name on the book is going to be yours, not theirs. So you're the one who has to be proud of the book.
Yes. And about using the song titles, that's a legal question.
It's touchy.
It is very touchy. Some people say that it's okay to do. Some people say it's just not worth the risk because
I think it's safer than to leave it out.
There is a fair use, and fair use says that if you're using it, whatever it is, for a review or for
commentary,
research purposes, types things like that, you're allowed to use it. It's the title of a song, but as far as you having the money to back it up, if someone decides that they find out that their thing is in your book and they don't like your book, or they don't like you, do you have the resources to deal with that, even if you're in the right? I'm not saying that you're in the right or the wrong, and that's where I tend to lean on I'd rather not. And that might be some of the feedback that you're getting from your beta readers that might be concerned, because people do it. I have seen people do it, but I don't know what permissions they go to.
Sky makes a good point too. She said they may allow it now and change their mind later, and then suddenly decide to sue you. So no,
so much
it's
over
safer to just not.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally have seen people do it.
Yeah, you can do titles, you can do movie quotes if you make sure that you're saying it's from a movie and you didn't actually, that's not your quote. Those are like literally that's literally my class this school is all the law stuff. So yeah, it's just, but lyrics, no, you can't.
Yeah, I heard that lyrics get really, really tricky because it's such a small amount of words that even whatever a fair use amount might be is so small with lyrics. A lot of people are just like, no.
I have a song lyric in Seeds of Doubt, but it's from a song that's so old it's in the common domain, and I don't specify who's singing it.
Domain, then you're fine. I mean, you can like quote entire pages of books that are in public domain.
Oh yeah. I mean, just trying to find a way to use the title. Yeah. If you were going to do it, I would stick with the title. I would probably, I wouldn't risk it with lyrics just because. But if you want the actual legal advice, go to the people that know.
Yeah.
But I tend to err on the better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And popular lyrics in most songs are trademarked. Yeah. Public domain is fair game. There are some really cool songs that are entering into the public domain and have been entering in over the last couple of years. There's one I'm waiting for, and I'm like, I would love for this song. I'm like, how much longer do we have? So you might, what is a cool one that just recently? I've heard a couple of cool ones, and now I can't think of the names of them. One of them I think is one that they used to sing on The Little Rascals. I can't remember what song, but another one I think was Beautiful Dreamer. I think that one's entered in. So there are some really cool songs that are familiar to us that are entering into the public domain that might make for some good lyrics that you can use. Yeah, not thinking of using the lyrics, just the artist name.
That's fine.
Smart. Yeah. Speaking of public domain, we need a better Winnie the Pooh story, Laura. It's not it. Oh.
So
To describe songs, you can, reference a genre if they are like slow paced or instrumentals or more like use more like winds or chords, or is it a guitar heavy song, or is it a violin heavy song, that kind of thing, without actually having to reference if you just want to create like a vibe for it.
So the whole Winnie the Pooh and Disney thing, Disney's version of Winnie the Pooh with the red shirt is still trademark, copyrighted, whatever. But the one without the red shirt, the actual one up from the novels, the Winnie the Pooh Milne stories, is in public domain now. So that's what they use.
Nice.
I think Piglet and Tigger are now also in public domain because not all the characters were in the first novel.
Yeah, I think the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse is now in public domain. That just happened this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting old, folks. Things are.
Don't remind me.
Oh gosh, things are actually coming into like public domain. Oh my gosh.
Scott dropped a link of a public domain song.
Oh yes, the public domain songs. I tend to check it try to check it once a year when the new songs, a good chunk of new songs come out. Always double check though. Yes. Steamboat Willie. Disney snatched all the Grimm stuff and then had the laws changed. Like, so unfair. Writing is hard. It is. All right, friends, we have hit the 10:30 mark. Let's do some outros. I hope everybody had a good time and was able to get things done. It is time for us to roll out. The sleepy train has hit. Some of us stayed up too late.
Laura wanted to read something.
Oh, that's right. Laura?
Oh, yeah. Let's hear your log lines.
It's shared.
Yes, the lines. All right, you have two.
Shared.
Okay, let me.
I
I
agree
now.
now.
Now, hang on. We got a friend came back. Boop.
Hey,
I couldn't see this guy because I had to scroll all the way down.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Version 1. Seeds of Doubt, middle grade horror, 33K. 12-year-old comic artist Jimmy is suspicious of the creepy plant-obsessed lady who moves in across the street and must gear up to save his sister when she goes missing before the old woman's homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient.
I like that.
That's
Version
great.
2. Seeds of Doubt, middle grade horror, 33K. 12-year-old comic artist Jimmy is suspicious of the carnivorous plant disguised as an old woman who moves in across the street and must gear up to save his sister when she goes missing before the monster's homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient.
I'd say number 1. I mean, that's just my opinion, but
Okay. And then the
Yeah,
third
number
one.
one was good without being too spoilery so far.
Yeah.
Third one, Nightmare Lane, Seeds of Doubt, middle grade horror, 33K, Fright Watch meets Hide and Seeker, standalone with serious potential. 12-year-old nightmare-plagued Jimmy is suspicious of the carnivorous plant disguised as an old woman who moves in across the street and must gear up to save his sister and cat when they go missing before the monster's homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient.
I mean,
Ooh,
I'd still
I
say
like-
number 1.
I like number 1, but well,
You still like number 1.
Yeah,
I like
Because
number
it makes me want to know
JC
more.
likes spoilers. Remember, JC likes
well, no,
spoilers.
it's not the spoilers. It's the fact that number 3 is the one where she's telling them this has serious potential and that there's more books coming.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you could add
And
that.
she's also giving the comps.
You can do that, but you could add that.
Yeah,
stuff.
she can add that to the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Because number 2 especially looks really short. Number 1 is short also, so she can
Other
add
than that, I like number 1 the best. But I just like the fact that you're at least letting them know that, hey, this could be a serious. I have potential. I have more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could
I
be
mean, the
more.
reason why I like number 1 the best is because it's fine to have the spoilers. I mean, it's great, but you actually imply it enough that you don't need a spoiler, and I like
Right.
that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Latest version.
Okay.
Nightmare Lane Seeds of Doubt, Little Great Horror, 33K, Fright Watch meets Hide and Seeker, standalone with series potential. 12-year-old Nightmare Plague Jimmy is suspicious of the creepy plant-obsessed old lady who moves in across the street and must gear up to save his sister when she goes missing before the old woman's homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient.
I think the 12-year-old Nightmare Plague Jimmy is too, like, I like the first one. The first one didn't have that, right? It was just
Yeah.
comic
Now
artists.
have the comic artist.
Yeah. I think
Oh, okay.
that flows
Yeah.
better.
Why did I think the first one still had that? Okay.
No,
Scroll back.
I was trying to think what was
Scroll back
different.
up.
I was like, well,
Yeah,
but
did
that
it?
was not it.
No, it
No,
didn't. Okay.
okay.
Nope, it
Okay.
didn't.
Nightmare came in on the third version.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just because I mean, it's fine. I mean, like, honestly, all of these are fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is nice because you can kind of play with it with whatever. But I think that's your strongest one though, because it's simple, and it's like, I could see that being on, like, as a teaser for a middle grade.
Yeah.
And I'd
Can you
wanna
read
read
number
that.
4 one more time now with the change? I want to see
Do I
how
want to
it
add the cat or just keep it as a sister going missing?
Just do the sister.
Sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Version 4. Nightmare Lane Seeds of Doubt, Middle Grade Horror, 33K, Fright Watch meets Hide and Seeker, standalone with series potential. 12-year-old comic artist Jimmy is suspicious of the creepy plant-obsessed lady who moves in across the street and must gear up to save his sister when she goes missing before the old woman's homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I
like it. It's
I
good.
really love the comic
Love it.
artist
Yeah.
over the Nightmare Plagued.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yep, I love it. I hope they
Because
love it
also
too.
in my head, when you said Nightmare Plague, that makes me feel that Jimmy is gonna be an unreliable narrator.
Mm.
Because
Oh,
I feel like it's gonna be like, okay, like, if is this part of his, everyday
Nightmare
life
or
is so prominent, would it affect his perception of
right.
reality?
Nightmares
And
and
will
stuff.
we be touching, like, will be this a obstacle to explore in the story? But when you just say common artist, and when we read, we can see that he has a lot of nightmares and things like that. It's like, oh, this is a cool touch, but it's
Yeah.
not his entire thing.
Yeah.
That's why I like comic artists more than the Night
Yeah.
Plague.
Yep.
Yeah.
And thank you got a consensus. All right. Yay. All right. That actually kind of woke me up a little bit. Thank you, Laura. All right. Fantastic having you guys. It's always fun. I'm going to let you guys do some quick outros, let everybody know where you're going to be at next. Do we want to start at the bottom with Laura this time and swing it up?
Sure.
Let's do that. Go ahead, Laura. Where are we going to be at?
I'm Laura Nettles. I'm mostly about horror. I am here, there, and everywhere. I am flying back to Toronto this week, so I will be even more prevalent for 2.5 weeks. It's going to be great. And yeah, I'm working on this query package, so
I'm Dee. I write fun, steamy romances under the pen name Sky Winter. You can find me everywhere under Sky Winter Books. I will try to be on some more screens this week because I have a lot of things to do. Yeah, I have books. They're in KU. I beta read. I design covers. Up to JC.
Oh, hi, I'm JC. I will be streaming tomorrow, Wednesday, on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have books. And I post videos on Mondays. And yeah, that's me. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Tiff.
Hi, I'm Tiffany, TLRS Lifestyle on all the interwebs. I will be here on Thursday for PJs and Scribbles. Yeah. Good night.
I am Esther Maria Duhar. I will be around because I also have a lot of things to work on. And yeah, I'm tired, friends. Take it away, Becca.
Hi, my name is Becca. I'm not going to say the C. Smith.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, but I thought it would look weird if I just said Becca. Like, okay, what's going on here? I'll start doing it normally now, so it'll be.
Yeah.
You are Becca the Magnificent.
Well, yes.
See, I went a little hip hop. I was like, B to the C Smizzle.
I like it. I like
Nice.
I just came out with a new book under Rebecca C. Smith. And yeah, I'm actually going to be graduating at the end of June. So kind of like the writing projects, but also I kind of want to jump into new writing projects. But
Congratulations.
Congrats. Oh, you're gonna feel so strange when you have no school. I tell you, it is strange.
I can't. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be like that empty hole in your chest.
It's like, now what do I do?
Yeah. Well, the first few weeks, you're gonna wake up and be like, "Oh my god, I forgot something to do. There's this project that I need to finish," and then like, "Oh no, I hear
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Morgan. Let's see if I can. There's Loki. He's sleeping.
Roy and Loki.
Yeah,
No,
no
Sam. No, Sam.
Now we need a Sam cam.
And a Simba camera.
And a Simba cam.
And Snake.
I know he's up here, but I guess I could show him a little bit.
Oh, he's right on.
AKA
So regal.
AKA Spike.
I know.
Snake is famous now.
He's knocked out. Hi,
I'll
Morgan.
be around.
Oh, damn.
Around.
Morgan.
I have book 3 is on pre-order if you want to buy it.
She's awesome. And if you're looking
She's
for an
awesome.
editor,
That's code for everyone should go buy it.
and if you're looking for an editor, I believe she's open.
Yeah. Book 3 is coming soon. It's so exciting. I can finally finish the series. And I'm Nia, the Vixen all over the interweb. You are on my channel. I'm here every Tuesday. I'm also over on Twitch. Everyone is linked below, so you can go follow everybody. And I have a book called The Art of Witchcraft. The next one's going to come out in June, and then July, and then August, I believe. Or maybe I'll have 2 in July. Who knows? Who knows? I've got so many projects. I'm going to do what I can because I can't wait to get them all out. That's all we have. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us. Thank you to all my friends who came and to join me on screen. Loki just hopped up because he knows buys very well. Do you want to say bye?
Oh, we get a bye from Loki. Oh.
No.
Goodbye. All right, everybody. We're going to say goodbye with another Loki. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Waving.
Everybody wave.